the obsidian mantle edge, stumbling blindly through this unheated basement hallway corridor. My vitality balances precariously upon an absolute emotional edge, scrubbing the stubborn grime from this cold concrete kitchen floor. This internal furnace lacks the necessary oxygen to spark tonight, leaving me shivering alone beneath the flickering fluorescent light. Fret not, traveling sister, when the external temperatures plunge. The cosmic machinery preserves the core embers of your mind. Let the refreshing spiritual waters absorb your anxieties like a sponge, leaving the deceptive synthetic distractions of their metropolis behind. True sanctuary expands where the ancient redwood trees grow tall, providing a majestic shield against Babylon's impending sociological fall. Smoldering embers choking inside a rusty cast iron stove, seek the hidden pathways for the sovereign. Cinnamon cloves standing resolute against the howling Arctic sociological blizzard. Muted flame flickering softly through the chilly midnight air, preserving the vital interior heat when the city feels bare. The mouth organ executes a compressed sultry blues, assuring our heavy hearts of an eventual global liberation. Nod your chin to this low tempo, deep syncopated reggae grid, unlocking the beautiful potential that the downpresser cleverly hid. The financial architects distribute algorithmic behavioral modification tools, hoping to domesticate the untamed insurgent frequency of the block, enforcing their sterile regulations upon the unsuspecting public schools, attempting to partition the infinite timeline with a mechanical clock. But primitive natural elements will never obey their digital command, unleashing unnecessary cleansing across the heavily polluted land. I bartered my authentic perspective for a sliver of mainstream applause, posing for flashing media lenses while my interior stability decayed, violating every protective, intuitive, psychological, evolutionary law, paying the ultimate economic price for the foolish games I previously played. But this low register acoustic frequency offers an unexpected medicine, cleansing my contaminated consciousness from the darkness I was previously in. Orange sparks drifting upward into the foggy canyon mist. Let the celestial lantern delete the phantoms from your list, realigning our primal biological instincts with the universe. Muted flame flickering softly through the chilly midnight air, preserving the vital interior heat when the city feels bare. The mouth organ executes a compressed sultry blues, assuring our heavy hearts of an eventual global liberation. Nod your chin to this low tempo, deep syncopated reggae grid, unlocking the beautiful potential that the downpresser cleverly matrix is entirely ignored. Discovering an internal peace that cannot be bought or stored. Our combined spiritual energy outlast their temporary concrete towers. Just a muted flame refusing to die out. Banish the skepticism, eliminate the historical doubt. The unvarnished truth is the greatest weapon we possess. Muted flame flickering softly through the chilly midnight air, preserving the vital interior heat when the city feels bare. The mouth organ executes a compressed sultry blues, assuring our heavy hearts of an eventual global liberation. Nod your chin to this low tempo, deep syncopated reggae grid, unlocking the beautiful potential that the downpresser cleverly hid. Damp matchsticks lit the obsidian mantle ledge, stumbling blindly through this unheated basement hallway corridor. My vitality balances precariously upon an absolute emotional edge, scrubbed in the stubborn grind from this cold cup. Gray powder residues coat the vintage mahogany nightstand shelf, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment room, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered self, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total gloom. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needlepoint as I listen to the wind rattle the loose window frame joint.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a vulnerability, for stripping down the ego is the hardest spiritual task. The global apparatus reward deception and plastic flexibility, demanding that every citizen wear an institutional mask.
But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration, shining brightly as a sovereign, unpolluted primal creation. Crimson lipstick stains on the rim of a broken porcelain teacup.
Look toward the eastern hills where the golden sun is coming up,
shedding the protective cosmetic armor we constructed out of fear. Velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need.
the mouth organ executes
A delightful, smooth acoustic slide,
balancing the turbulent street,
passions that swell deep inside.
sway
your shoulders fluidly to this elegant, rock-steady bounce as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce.
The greedy corporate executives construct invisible psychological grids, attempting to restrict the geographical movement of the youth. pocketing the dividends while concealing what the Constitution forbids.
Trying to suppress the brilliant light of eternal scriptural truth.
But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive shield that will never to their automated technological supremacy yield.
I used to seek temporary refuge inside their lavish upscale halls, trading my raw authenticity for a sliver of mainstream validation. Realizing too late that celebrity is an elaborate set of prison walls, suffocating slowly in a state of absolute bitter isolation.
But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation, restoring my contaminated spirit to its primary biological foundation.
Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon sun.
The liberation of your interior mind
Has already begun,
walking proudly together
across the rocky coastline. Sand, velvet ash, settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need.
The mouth organ executes a delightful,
Smooth acoustic slide,
balancing the turbulent street.
passions that swell deep inside. Sway, sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce, as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce.
Erase historical titles.
That clutter your unique identity
I am finally experiencing a state
of absolute serenity.
true wealth is the amount of love,
You can openly give,
discovering a magnificent
honest reason to live.
unmasked voices break their psychological spells.
Just velvet ash drifting away in the wind
A brand new chapter of your life
is about to begin. Let the tide wash away the residual sorrow. Velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street,
transforming
exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and meet.
the mouth organ executes
A delightful, smooth acoustic slide,
balancing the turbulent street.
passions that swell deep inside.
Sway your shoulders,
Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce, as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce.
yes.
Keep playing low. Gray powder residues coat the vintage mahogany nightstand shelf, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment room, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered self, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total gloom. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needlepoint as I listen to the wind rattle the loose window frame joint.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a vulnerability, for stripping down the ego.
new coats, the vintage mahogany nightstand layout. Pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment sector, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered profile, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total desolation. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needle edge as I listen to the persistent wind rattle the loose window panel.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal her deep vulnerability. For stripping down the ego shield is the hardest spiritual assignment. The global apparatus rewards deception and plastic corporate flexibility, always demanding that every citizen wear an institutional mask behind doors. But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration or title, shining brightly as a sovereign, pure creation from the Creator. Crimson lipstick stains on the rim of a broken porcelain cup. Look toward eastern hills where the golden sun rises up,
shedding protective cosmetic armor, we constructed out a territorial fear. Bitter rhythm pulsing heavily across the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and meet. The mouth organ executes a delightful, smooth balancing turbulent street passions that swell for modern improvement. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant, rock-steady bounce pocket as we watch vanities of the material world completely denounced.
The greedy commercial executives construct invisible psychological barriers, codes, hoping to domesticate the wild insurgent frequency of the black population, pocketing dividends while concealing what the written constitution strictly forbids, trying to suppress the brilliant light of eternal scriptural truth nations. But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive spiritual mechanism that will never surrender to their automated technological hypnotism vector.
I used to seek temporary refuge inside the lavish upscale hotel halls, trading raw authenticity for a sliver of temporary public applause. Media realizing too late that celebrity is an engineered labyrinth of prison walls, suffocating slowly in a state of absolute bitter isolation cells area. But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation spark, rescuing my contaminated consciousness far away from their dark park infrastructure. Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon solar rays. Liberation of your interior mind has already successfully begun. All days walking proudly together across the rocky coastline, sand dune matrices. Bitter rhythm pulsing heavily across the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and meet. The mouth organ executes a delightful, smooth balancing turbulent street passions that swell for modern improvement. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant, rock-steady bounce pocket as we watch vanities of the material world completely denounced.
Experiencing a state of absolute serenity
behind gates.
the amount of love
you can openly distribute.
discovering the magnificent,
Honest reason to live among brothers.
our unmasked voices break their psychological and digital spells completely. Just a bit of rhythm, standing firmly on soil,
Standing firmly on soil.
avoiding their corporate deceit, matrix setup.
The unvarnished truth is the greatest weapon we possess on earth. Lift to rhythm, pulsing heavily across the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need.
The mouth
Organ executes a delightful, smooth
balancing
turbulent street passions that swell for modern improvement.
sway
Your shoulders fluidly to this elegant, rock-steady bounce pocket. As we watch vanities of the material world completely denounced. Gray powder residue coats the vintage mahogany nightstand layout, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment sector, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered profile, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total desolation. My biological equilibrium is balanced on the precarious needle edge as I listen to the persistent wind rattle the loose window panel.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a deep vulnerability. For stripping down the ego shield is the hardest spiritual assignment. The global apparatus reward deception and plastic corporate flexibility, always demanding that every citizen wear an institutional mask behind doors. But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration.
Bronze incense bowls decorate the unvarnished fireplace ledge, stumbling unsteadily across this unfamiliar, dusty parquet floor, clutching an expired identification card near the balcony edge, listening to the persistent gale rattle the exterior screen door. My internal timing mechanism is accelerating with a frightening pace, searching for a genuine companion within this crowded, cold space.
Fear not the foggy atmospheric humidity of this dense urban sector, where artificial illumination competes with the brilliance of celestial spheres. Do not allow their systemic classification to alter your psychological vector. Keep your focus centered, ignoring their visible technological frontiers.
The natural nourishment of the wilderness shall provide ample sustenance today, guiding your wandering spirit toward its ultimate righteous pathway anyway.
Faded Polaroids curling
Slowly inside the ironwood stove grate,
let the divine frequency
decide your upcoming terrestrial fate. Floating safely upon a warm, aromatic acoustic vapor stream, amber rhythm pulsing lazily into the humid tropical twilight sky. soothing the exhausted consciousness of the travelers walking slowly by.
The smooth mouth
Organ executes a comforting,
slow burning
trill variation,
assuring our
heavy hearts of an eventual
worldwide
spiritual liberation. Nod your chin to this infectious low tempo roots pocket session tonight,
dispelling the
lingering shadows
until the
arrival of dawn's light bright.
The colonial administrators distribute synthetic narcotic distractions below, hoping to domesticate the untamed insurgent energy of the population block. But the underground resistance coalition continues steadily,
surely grow,
armed with the unshakable principles of tribal autonomy against their clock.
The massive financial institutions shall eventually crumble into dust piles, while we re-establish a community that spans across the geographical miles.
They'll have my authentic perspective
to be anchored to a fleeting illusion,
chasing phantom validation
through their noisy, expensive ballroom halls,
wrapping my
fragile identity in a shroud of absolute structural confusion,
pacing restlessly while shouting at the cold,
unyielding concrete walls. But your grounding guitar skank offers a sudden therapeutic relief spark,
an unexpected botanical medicine
that diminishes my underlying grief. Dark
orange lanterns
flickering as the morning hour
draws remarkably near.
Let the celestial trumpet banish
every ounce of your
territorial fear, realigning our internal biological frequencies
with the wider cosmos.
Amber rhythm pulsing lazily into the humid tropical twilight sky, soothing the exhausted consciousness of the travelers walking slowly by. The smooth mouth organ executes a comforting,
slow burning
trill variation, assuring our heavy hearts of an eventual worldwide spiritual liberation. Knock your chin to this infectious low tempo roots pocket session tonight, dispelling the lingering shadows until the arrival of dawn's light bright. I can perceive the hidden traps that beneath their promises lurk. True independence begins when their matrix is entirely ignored panels, discovering an internal peace that cannot be corporate bought or stored work. Our combined spiritual energy outlasts their temporary concrete towers. Just an amber rhythm, clearing my cluttered, exhausted brain, washing your temple clean like a fresh tropical summer rain. The morning sun is preparing to pierce the heavy mountain mist. Amber rhythm pulsing lazily into the humid tropical twilight skies, soothing the exhausted consciousness of the travelers walking slowly by. Amber rhythm pulsing lazily into the humid tropical twilight skies, soothing the exhausted consciousness of the travelers walking slowly by.
The smooth mouth organ executes a comforting,
Slow burning trill variation, assuring our
heavy hearts
of an eventual worldwide spiritual liberation.
nod your chin
To this infectious low tempo roots pocket session tonight, dispelling the lingering shadows until the arrival of dawn's light bright. Brown Bronze incense bowls decorate the unvarnished fireplace ledge. Stumbling unsteadily across this unfamiliar dusty parquet floor, clutching an expired identification card near the balcony edge, listening to the persistent gale rattle the gray powder residue coats the vintage mahogany nightstand layout. Pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment sector, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered profile, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total desolation.
My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needle edge as I listen to the persistent wind rattle the loose window panel. Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a deep vulnerability, for stripping down the ego shield is the hardest spiritual assignment. The global apparatus rewards deception and plastic corporate flexibility, always demanding that every citizen wear an institutional mask behind doors. But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration or title, shining brightly as a sovereign, pure creation from the Creator. Crimson lipstick stains on the rim of a broken porcelain cup. Look toward eastern hills where the golden sun rises up, shedding protective cosmetic armor. We constructed out of territorial fear, bitter rhythm pulsing heavily across the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need. The mouth organ executes
A delightful balancing turbulent street passions that swell from modern improvement.
sway your shoulders
Fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce pocket as we watch vanities of the material world completely denounce.
The greedy commercial executives construct invisible psychological barriers codes, hoping to domesticate the wild insurgent frequency of the black population, pocketing dividends while concealing what the written constitution strictly forbids, trying to suppress the brilliant light of eternal scriptural truth nations. But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defense spiritual mechanism that will never surrender to their automated technological hypnotism vector. I used to seek temporary refuge inside their lavish upscale hotel halls, trading raw authenticity for a sliver of temporary public applause. Media realizing too late that celebrity is an engineered labyrinth of prison walls, suffocating slowly in a state of absolute bitter isolation cells area. But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation spark, rescuing my contaminated consciousness far away from their dark park infrastructure. Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon solar rays. Liberation of your interior mind has already successfully begun all days, walking proudly together
across the rocky coastline, sand dune matrices. Bitter rhythm pulsing heavily across the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need. The mouth organ executes a delightful, balancing turbulent street passions that swell from modern improvement. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant, rock-steady bounce pocket as we watch vanities of the material world completely denounced. Completely denounced. I completely denounce. I am finally experiencing a state of absolute serenity behind gates. True wealth is the amount of love you can openly distribute, discovering a magnificent, honest reason to live among brothers. Our unmasked voices break their psychological and digital spells completely. Just a bit of rhythm, just a bit of rhythm, standing firmly on soil, standing firmly on soil, avoiding their corporate deceit matrix setup. The unvarnished truth is the greatest weapon we possess on earth. Bitter rhythm pulsing heavily across the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need. The mouth organ executes a delightful, smooth, balancing turbulent street passions that swell from modern improvement. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant, rock-steady bounce pocket as we watch vanities of the material world completely denounced. Yes, smooth, bitter rhythm, keep playing low chords. Great powder residue coats the vintage mahogany nightstand layout, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment sector, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered profile, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total desolation. My biological equilibrium's balanced on a precarious needle edge as I shedding these expensive, suffocating layers of theatrical face makeup, exposing the raw, bleeding epidermis beneath the glamorous lace dress. Tired of performing complex choreography for their competitive wake-up, trapped inside this high society manufactured emotional distress mess. The heavy platinum necklaces around my neck feel like iron shackles today, as I watch the autumn foliage outside gradually wither and decay away. Welcome to the untamed wilderness, where the wild mountain foxes wander,
far away from their corrupt, automated financial marketplace transaction grid. The natural ecosystem has a magnificent spiritual story for you to ponder, revealing the cosmic mysteries that the clever down pressers successfully hid. Eat the simple fruits harvested from the rich volcanic mountain soil layer, resting your weary muscles from their exhausting, exploitative daily toil prayer. Naked feet stepping onto the sharp volcanic gravel stones outside. Watch the illusion of their artificial world lose their pride and height, standing firmly together on the bedrock of absolute human honesty. Wild horizon stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea, discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth organ executes an unrefined, primitive acoustic scream, awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream maze, lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky blaze. The global technocrats manufacture electronic behavioral modification formulas, hoping to domesticate the wild revolutionary fire that burns inside the youth, constructing mechanical surveillance infrastructure across the Emerald Valley's formula, withholding the natural heritage that the ancestors gracefully provided as truth. But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive spiritual shield that will never to their automated technological supremacy yield or feel. I bartered my authentic identity for a temporary mainstream title reign, posing for flashing media lenses while my interior stability decayed severely. Realizing too late that celebrity status is an empty financial piggy bank, paying the ultimate economic price for the foolish games I love so dearly. But this muddy organic frequency offers an unexpected therapeutic solution, cleansing my consciousness from their modern societal chemical pollution. Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon solar rays, cast your superficial modern anxieties completely away all days, realigning our primal biological instincts with the celestial sky dome. Oh, wild horizon stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea, discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth organ executes an unrefined, primitive acoustic scream, awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream maze, lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky blaze. Erase the historical titles that clutter your unique identity trait. I am finally experiencing a state of absolute serenity behind gates. True wealth is the amount of love you can openly distribute to others, discovering a magnificent, honest reason to live among brothers. Our untamed voices shatter the governor's stone fortress wall barrier. Just a wild horizon, stripping me completely bare. Absorb the pristine electricity within the mountain air. We are the sovereign children of the untamed wilderness. Wild horizon, stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea, discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth organ executes an unrefined, primitive
lines flicker against the old brick courtyard wall outside, as the street lamps cast long, distorted, monochromatic, geometric shapes. Listening to the distant echo of a lonely jazz saxophone's call to hide, trying to find an avenue of immediate psychological and emotional escape
from the suffocating memories that pursue my restless,
overactive mind, searching for a quiet sanctuary that is incredibly difficult to find.
Do not be intimidated by the velvet darkness that surrounds your frame. The nocturnal hours are merely a mirror of your interior spiritual space. Every wandering traveler must learn to accept their unique cosmic name, navigating the terrestrial matrix with absolute elegance, focus, and grace. The moonlight provides a sufficient illumination for the humble and meek, guiding your footsteps toward the answers that you so desperately seek. Phantom partners spinning fluid through the humid midnight air, cast aside the residual weight of your historical calendar despair, gliding effortlessly across this invisible dance floor grid tonight. Midnight dust settling softly upon the architecture of the dark room, dispelling the thick shadows of systemic, heavy sociological gloom. The mouth organ delivers a slinky, ultra-smooth jazz, blues cadence now, teaching our heavy hearts exactly when and how to naturally bow. Twist your hips fluidly to this hypnotic
rolling steppers roots groove,
watching the residual anxieties of the daily grind
completely remove.
The political sorcerers distribute an artificial electronic daylight screen, hoping to keep the global population perpetually distracted and blind, hiding their geopolitical maneuvers behind an elaborate
media scene,
attempting to colonize the deep, sacred recesses of the
human mind.
But the tribal night walkers
possess a superior spiritual navigation tool, refusing to be educated or domesticated by their institutional rule.
I used to panic whenever the sun began to slip
below the Emerald Hill,
seeking artificial shelter
inside the crowded, noisy commercial nightclubs, trying to numb my existential dread with a temporary, expensive thrill,
drinking alcoholic
cocktails in subterranean, smoke-filled public pubs.
But this organic
late-night rhythm offers a superior psychological safety net, allowing my consciousness to release the things that I previously regret.
dark
Silhouettes merging into a singular harmonic silhouette shape,
pulling down the heavy,
oppressive velvet institutional drape,
realigning our biological
clocks with the natural lunar cycle. Midnight dust settling softly upon the architecture of the dark room, dispelling the thick shadows of systemic, heavy sociological gloom.
The mouth organ delivers a slinky,
ultra-smooth jazz,
blues cadence now,
teaching our heavy hearts exactly
when and how
to naturally bow.
Twist your hips fluidly
to this hypnotic,
rolling
steppers roots groove,
watching the residual
anxieties of the daily grind completely remove. Keep drifting until the dawn breaks. swiftly through. I am no longer terrified of the matrix illusions they made. The darkness possesses a deep, restorative spiritual tranquility, restoring my psychological stamina, focus, and capability. We move harmoniously through the unseen dimensions of space. Just midnight dust, the drifting through the shadows alone.
Let the quiet vibration
Guide your spirit back to the throne. Feel the heartbeat of the cosmos beneath our bare feet. Midnight dust settling softly upon the architecture of the dark room, dispelling the big shadows of systemic, heavy sociological gloom. The mouth organ delivers a slinky, ultra-smooth jazz blues cadence now, teaching our heavy hearts exactly when and how to naturally bow. Twist your hips fluidly to this hypnotic rolling step as roots groove, watching the residual anxieties of the daily grind completely remove. Silhouetted outlines flicker against the old brick courtyard wall outside, as the street lamps cast long, as the street lamps cast long. Silhouetted outlines flicker against the old brick courtyard wall outside, as the street lamps cast long, distorted monochromatic geometric shapes. Listen to the distant echo of a lonely jazz saxophone's call to hide, trying to find an avenue of immediate psychological and emotional escape from the suffocating memories that assume our Condensation forms upon my bare shoulders in this tight cabaret hall. Lipstick smudge from swallowing an expensive, bitter botanical drink. Tired of trading my authentic youth for the manufactured truth altogether, standing precariously on an absolute maximum emotional brink. The atmospheric pressure is rising to a suffocating degree tonight, trapped inside this humid neon theater of instability. Alright,
welcome the dense precipitation that descends from celestial clouds above. The fertile earth requires irrigation to produce organic food indeed. Do not let your perspective be blanketed by their fearful shrouds. Every natural meteorological pattern operates for collective good and need. The rolling thunder is merely a majestic voice from the Creator, reminding the universe of an everlasting, protective, divine love greater. Hot raindrops splashing onto the dusty wooden windowsill. Let the thermal energy clear your stress interior will. Facing the vortex of this environmental climate hurricane. Sorcery howling through the tropical island paradise today, melting away the historical layers of institutional winter ice away. The mouth organ executes a rich, sticky blues progression here. Banish every single ounce of your residual earth.
the cobblestone street.
The technological barons attempt to manipulate natural weather patterns, building massive modification stations across the central plain country, hoping to isolate the tribes from standing firmly together always, using engineered climate disasters to maximize corporate monetary gains. But primitive elements will never obey their digital command, unleashing unnecessary cleansing across the polluted farmlands. I used to panic whenever a tempest began to brew outside the house, hiding underneath blankets on an unmade mattress pad in despair, allowing my vulnerabilities to continuously run and hide away, drowning in a bucket of artificial anxieties I had to bear. But your acoustic vibration provides a sudden stabilization effect, transforming this climate chaos into a beautiful celebration to inspect. Gusts of wind blowing, open the balcony screen door. Watch the cleansing waters rejuvenate the coastal shorelines, merging our individual currents with the tempest storm. Sultry howling through the tropical island paradise today, melting away the historical layers of institutional winter ice away. The mouth organ executes a rich sticky blues progression here. Banish every single ounce of your residual earthly fear. Sway your body fluidly to this slow, thunderous reggae beat, absorbing the raw electricity radiating from the cobblestone street. Allow the deluge to wash away your psychological state. I finally recognize the hidden beauty behind the raindrops. Environmental turbulence is a catalyst for spiritual growth, unifying the consciousness of the universe, saving us both. We stand completely resilient against the fiercest monsoon wind. This sultry beat, let the natural elements take complete control. The sun is preparing to break through the clouds. Oh, sultry howling through the tropical island paradise today, melting away the historical layers of institutional winter ice away. The mouth organ executes a rich sticky blues progression here. Banish every single ounce of your residual earthly fear. Sway your body fluidly to this slow, thunderous reggae beat, absorbing the raw electricity radiating from the cobblestone street. Selassie, our protection over the storm chasers. Ultimate height. Condensation forms upon my bare shoulders in this tight cabaret hall. Lipstick smudged from swallowing an expensive addictive botanical drink. Tired of trading my authentic youth for the manufactured truth altogether. Standing precariously on an absolute maximum emotional brink. The atmosphere of pressure is rising to a suffocating degree tonight. Trapped inside this humid neon theater of instability. Alright, welcome the dense precipitation,
that descends from celestial. Shedding these expensive, suffocating layers of theatrical face makeup, exposing the raw, bleeding epidermis beneath the glamorous lace dress. Tired of performing complex choreography for their competitive wake-up, trapped inside this high society manufactured emotional distress mess.
The heavy platinum necklaces around my neck
Feel like iron shackles today,
as I watch the autumn foliage outside
gradually wither and decay away.
Welcome to the untamed wilderness, where the wild mountain foxes wander, far away from their corrupt automated financial marketplace.
Transaction grid.
The natural ecosystem has a magnificent spiritual story
for you to ponder,
revealing the cosmic mysteries that the clever down-presser successfully hid.
Eat the simple fruits harvested from the rich volcanic mountain soil layer,
resting your weary muscles from their exhausting
exploitative daily toil prayer. Naked feet stepping onto the sharp volcanic gravel stones outside.
Watch the
Illusions of their artificial world lose their pride and hide,
standing firmly together on the bedrock
of absolute human honesty. Wild horizon stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea,
discovering the absolute meaning
of psychological and spiritual tranquility.
The smooth mouth organ
Executes an unrefined primitive acoustic scream,
awakening the sleeping children
from their synthetic television dream maze, lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky blaze.
The global technocrats manufacture electronic behavioral modification formulas, hoping to domesticate the wild revolutionary fire that burns inside the youth, constructing mechanical surveillance infrastructure across the Emerald Valley's formula, withholding the natural heritage that the ancestors gracefully provided as truth.
A tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive spiritual shield that will never to their automated to technological supremacy yield or feel.
I bartered my authentic identity for a temporary mainstream
title rank,
posing for flashing media lenses while my interior stability decayed
severely,
realizing too late that celebrity status
is an empty financial piggy bank,
paying the ultimate economic price
for the foolish games I love so dearly. But this muddy organic frequency offers an unexpected therapeutic solution, cleansing my consciousness from their modern societal chemical pollution. Clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon solar rays,
cast your superficial modern anxieties completely away.
All days
realigning our primal biological instincts
with the celestial sky dome. Wild horizon stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea, discovering the absolute meaning of psychological spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth organ executes an unrefined primitive acoustic scream, awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream maze, lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky blaze. Your unique identity traits. I am finally experiencing a state of absolute serenity behind gates. True wealth is the amount of love you can openly distribute to others, discovering a magnificent, honest reason to live among brothers. Our untamed voices shatter the governor's stone fortress wall barrier. Just a wild horizon, stripping me completely bare. Absorb the pristine within the mountain air. We are the sovereign children of the untamed wilderness. Wild horizon, stretching out infinitely into the turquoise western sea. Discovering the absolute meaning of psychological and spiritual tranquility. The smooth mouth executes an unrefined primitive acoustic scream, awakening the sleeping children from their synthetic television dream maze, lifting our collective spirits up into the open, unpolluted sky blaze, shedding these expensive, suffocating layers of theatrical face makeup, exposing the raw, bleeding epidermis beneath the glamorous lace dress. Tired of performing complex choreography for their competitive wake-up, trapped inside this high society manufactured emotional distress mess. The heavy platinum necklaces around my neck feel like iron shackles today, as I watch the autumn foliage outside gradually wither and decay away. Welcome to the untamed wilderness where the mahogany nightstand shelf, pacing restlessly inside this cramped, unlit attic apartment room, staring fixedly at the distorted reflection of my tattered self, wondering how my identity became wrapped in this total gloom. My biological equilibrium is balanced on a precarious needlepoint as I listen to the wind rattle the loose window frame joint.
Blessed is the traveler who dares to reveal a vulnerability, for stripping down the ego is the hardest spiritual task. The global apparatus rewards deception and plastic flexibility, demanding that every citizen wear an institutional mask. But natural beauty requires no expensive external decoration, shining brightly as a sovereign, unpolluted primal creation. Crimson lipstick stains on the rim of a broken porcelain teacup. Look toward the eastern hills where the golden sun is coming up,
shared in the protective cosmetic armor we constructed out of fear. Velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need. The mouth organ executes a delightful, smooth acoustic slide, balancing the turbulent street passions that swell deep inside. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce.
The greedy corporate executives construct invisible psychological grids, attempting to restrict the geographical movement of the youth, pocketing the dividends while concealing what the Constitution forbids, trying to suppress the brilliant light of eternal scriptural truth.
But tribal intelligence possesses an unshakable defensive shield that will never to their automated technological supremacy yield.
I used to see temporary refuge inside their lavish upscale halls,
trading my raw authenticity for a sliver of mainstream validation, realizing too late that celebrity is an elaborate set of prison walls, suffocating slowly in a state of absolute bitter isolation. But your unpolished reggae bassline provides an immediate salvation, restoring my contaminated spirit to its primary biological foundation.
clay pottery baking underneath the scorching afternoon sun.
The liberation of your interior mind is already begun,
Walking proudly together across the rocky coastline sand.
velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need.
The mouth organ executes
A delightful, smooth acoustic slide, balancing the turbulent street passions that swell deep inside. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce.
I am finally experiencing
A state of absolute serenity
true wealth is the amount of love,
you can openly give,
discovering a magnificent
honest reason to live. Our unmasked voices break the psychological spells. Just velvet ash,
drifting away in the wind
a brand new chapter of your life
is about to begin.
Let the tide wash away the residual sorrow. Velvet ash settling softly upon the cobblestone alley street, transforming exactly how our fragile, tired bodies feel and need.
The mouth organ executes
A delightful, smooth acoustic slide,
balancing the turbulent street passions that
swell deep inside. Sway your shoulders fluidly to this elegant rock steady bounce as we watch the vanities of the material world denounce. Heavy condensation beads upon the bedroom window glass pane surface. The atmosphere outside is thick with electrical humidity and pressure tonight. Watching the palm fronds whip wildly across the garden grass purpose, as the lightning flashes illuminate the sky with purple majestic light.
My internal temperature is rising to a feverish,
Dangerous degree field,
trapped inside the vortex of this emotional instability that won't yield. Welcome the precipitation that descends from the celestial clouds above us. The earth requires constant irrigation to produce the necessary vegetation food. Do not let your perspective be blanketed by a fearful,
heavy shroud plus.
Every natural weather pattern operates for the collective,
universal good.
The thunder is merely the voice of the Almighty Creator standing near,
reminding the universe of His everlasting, protective, unshakable love clear. Hot raindrops splashing onto my bare shoulders in the dark room bar. Let the atmospheric dynamics clear your stressed interior gloom. Standing fearlessly in the center of the meteorological swirl zone. Whispering storm howling through the tropical island paradise sector,
melting away the historical layers of
institutional winter ice vector.
the mouth organ.
Delivers a rich,
Banish every single
ounce of your residual territorial anxiety, fear.
sway your body fluidly
To this rolling
thunderous roots,
reggae beat,
absorbing the
thermal energy radiating from the cobblestone street.
The technological barons attempt to manipulate the global weather patterns, building massive modification stations across the central plain farmlands, hoping to isolate the tribes from standing together firmly. Always concerns using synthetic disasters to maximize their corporate
Monetary gains,
but the organic elements
will never obey their digital computer command,
unleashing a natural
necessary cleansing across the polluted land space. I used to seek shelter whenever a tempest began to brew on the hill, hiding underneath blankets on an unmade mattress pad in absolute despair, drowning my anxieties in an addictive, toxic chemical cocktail spill. Paralyzed completely by a heavy existential dread I had to bear.
But your acoustic guitar skank provides a sudden stabilization effect,
Transforming this climate chaos into a beautiful celebration to inspect. Gusts of wind
blowing open the wooden balcony door frames.
wow. Watch the cleansing waters
Rejuvenate the coastal shorelines names,
merging our individual currents
with the tempest storm cloud.
Whispering storm howling through the tropical island paradise sector,
Melting away the historical layers
of institutional winter ice vector. The mouth organ delivers a rich,
Banish every single ounce
of your residual territorial anxiety, fear.
sway your body fluidly
To this rolling
thunderous roots,
reggae beat,
absorbing the thermal energy
radiating the cobblestone street. Allow the deluge to wash away your psychological contamination stain.
I finally recognize the hidden beauty
behind the driving raindrops.
Environmental turbulence
Is a catalyst for spiritual
interior growth,
unifying the consciousness of the universe, saving us both from stops.
we stand completely resilient.
Against the fiercest monsoon wind force,
This whispering star,
electrifying my heavy tired soul.
let the natural my heavy.
Tired soul. The sun is preparing to break through the dark clouds envelope. Whispering storm, howling through the tropical island paradise sector,
Melting away
the historical layers of institutional winter ice vector.
the mouth
Or organ delivers a rich, banish every single ounce of your residual territorial anxiety fears. Sway your body fluidly to this rolling thunderous roots reggae beat, absorbing the thermal energy radiating from the cobblestone street. Hey, heavy condensation beats upon the bedroom window glass pane surface. The atmosphere outside is thick with electrical humidity and pressure tonight. Watching the palm fronds whip wildly across the garden grass purpose, as the lightning flashes illuminate the sky with purple majestic light.
My internal temperature is rising to a feverish, dangerous degree.